it's Chloe and we're back with another video. This is Ready to Love season 4 episode 4, and I'm super excited because I finally get to record a Ready to Love review, and usually we've been doing it live. So y'all, let's just get into this review because I'm excited. Okay, welcome back all my Ready to Love subscribers that have been waiting for these official reviews. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be really ready to get into the season. But honey, is the season giving what it's supposed to be given? Maybe not. Okay, we gotta really see like what's gonna happen. It's giving me real, maybe soon to be like Love and Hip Hop version of Ready to Love a little bit down the line from the previews. But until then, let's just talk about what happened yesterday. So y'all, all the men meet up in the gentleman's lounge, and I'm gonna say it like I said last season. Okay, why does the gentleman's lounge always look better than the women's lounge? I feel like it's sexist. I'm just saying, Tommy. I'm feeling real sexist over here, okay? So Tommy lets the men know that they have the power, and he wants them to take everyone out, but he wants them to take them out and do something out of their comfort zone. So no, out to eat, no regular dates, okay? Do something where it's active. Do something where you get to, talk, open up, have fun. Some of that type of stuff, okay? So Frank takes Aisha out, y'all. And when Frank takes Aisha out, y'all, they got a lot of chemistry, okay? I'm just going to let y'all know. They got a lot of chemistry, okay? So Aisha says, we know that Frank give her butterflies. I said, no, we didn't know that. We didn't know that you was feeling Frank like that, just like we didn't know that Phil was coming to pick you up from that accident, Aisha. We didn't know that, okay? But she said she just wants to know if these butterflies going to take her anywhere, if they're going to take her anywhere, because she know there's a sexual chemistry, but she wants to see if there's anything else, okay? So when Frank's talking to Aisha, he tells her that she was his number one from the beginning, okay? From the first time he saw her at the mixer, she was his number one. He says he really likes her vibe, and it's not just physical, the way she carries herself, how confident she is. He will be confident with her, and how she's confident by herself. He also likes the fact that she's a mother, she has that motherly instinct about her, okay? He's really feeling her. He's really vibing for her. They connected. Y'all, it was a whole thing, okay? I know she said she didn't want it to be sexual and physical, honey, but when she was leaning over that pool table trying to hit that ball, and he was right up behind her, all up on her, okay? And then when they got inside that photo booth and they were supposed to be taking these cute little photos, and they started, posing up on each other and making out up in that photo booth. I said, I thought you said you wanted to see if it was anything outside of the sexual connection. But the sexual connection is strong, child. It's strong. But anyway, the date was cute. I was feeling it and I was liking it. It made me look at Frank in a different way, y'all. I almost forgot who Frank was. I told y'all so many of these people, and they got to get this list down. But why we got to get this list down and they adding people to, I have no clue. But anyway, let's keep going. So Tyrone is finally going to have this meeting with Kyra to tell her why he basically don't want to mess with her no more, okay? She feels as though he handled her wrong, okay? He handled her completely wrong. Now, for me, I don't feel like he handled her that wrong because he was being upfront with her and he told her exactly how he felt. It's not like he was leading her on to make her think it was anything that it absolutely wasn't. When she sat down, he was like, let's just address the elephant in the room, okay? Let's just talk about it. And the only thing that we can get out of this is, we can learn from it and grow. Okay, so he tells her that he feels as though that she was being very aggressive. When he said aggressive, sis was like, hold up, what you mean aggressive? He was like, wait, let me finish, let me explain. So basically what he was saying was that he was really feeling her. He showed a lot of interest in her, but when he gave his number to Shallow, he could see that she was feeling some type of way and it made him uncomfortable, okay? And she was like, I was just showing that I was interested in you. Plus, I knew Shallow liked you and I didn't have a problem with that, okay? But for him, it was something else, okay? He also brought up the fact that after he had came from his date, she had sent him a text message asking about the date, and I'm guessing he didn't respond or whatever. She sent him another text message with the question mark, ... are you still interested? He like, listen, this is not the first thing I want to see when I wake up in the middle of the, wake up in the morning, okay? First of all, let me have my experience with whoever I'm having this experience with. Why does it matter? What do you mean, am I still interested in you? Because I want to date with somebody else, I'm no longer interested in you? So he felt like she was coming on a little heavy. She was a little thirsty. She was a little bit too much, okay? But from her understanding, it was just her showing interest. She said she's not thirsty. She said she's not aggressive. She's not any of that. She was just showing him that she was interested in him and he couldn't, accept it. It was too much for him or whatever. But I do feel like at some extent that the homegirl was a little extra. Like, You can ask him about the date, but don't focus so much on these other women. That's what's going to get you at the bottom. You focus on how his date was with someone else, who else number he got. Is he still interested in you? If he's showing you he's not interested in you, then you move on. Don't even be that focused on that one person that you feel like you need to ask him, is he that interested in you? Okay. But overall, they leave that conversation. They both are not on the same page. Okay. He still feels the way he feels, and she still feels the way she feels, but they got it out there. He basically told her, like, when will be a good time for me to tell you that I like more people better than I like other people more than you? And I'm like, exactly, Carrie. This is why you can't be sitting and focusing on one person. He already told you on that phone call that the connection wasn't strong. He wasn't feeling you anymore. So why would you still continue to even be having this conversation or this date with this man when you could have kindly moved on and had a date with somebody else? Sis, you're wasting your own time at this moment, okay? You're wasting your own time. To me, I'm just saying, you're supposed to be looking for love. Then when the one that don't want to love you, don't love you, move on. So y'all, Corey done set up a date with Courtney, Cornelius, and Camille. Now, y'all, when Camille and Cornelius get there, they like, who else coming? Who else coming? Who else coming? And you know, Corey like, nobody. It's just us. Like, you know, he my wingman. And Camille like, yo, wingman. Like, ain't no way. I'm not dealing with you, right? So then Courtney comes in. Now Courtney goes to give Cornelius a hug, and Camille was like, that's enough. I said, sis, that's not your man. Stop it, okay? Camille works on my nerve, y'all. She literally works on like my everlasting nerve, like the only nerve that I have left for reality TV. She gets on that one, okay? Now, they start skating and it looked like they're having a good fun time, okay? Corey up there doing his little, you know, Delta, Alpha, all that good, you know, fraternity stuff on the skates. And he was getting down with the get down. Everybody trying to remember how to skate, okay? Courtney looked like she's just trying to hold on for dear life. You know, like, you know, I'm just trying to make it through, okay? Don't show me falling or whatever the case may be. But when Cornelius sit down to talk to Camille, they start talking, right? Camille's like, I really enjoy our FaceTimes, you know, with your shirt off. And Cornelius looked at Camille like, girl, you putting the business out. Be quiet. Oh, she was like, oh, I'm saying too much. I'm saying too much. I'm like, you know you saying too much. You know that man, he want to wait for marriage and everything. You want to be telling everybody that he out there with the shirt off. Girl, chill out, okay? But anyway, she was asking him how did he know that the sex will be good if he's going to wait the marriage, and has he ever thought like maybe it might not be good when the time comes? He said, listen, if the connection and the chemistry is there, it will be there. Okay, there's no denying that. I said, I know that's right, okay? He's sure that it will be there. So she then asks him about his bank account. I said, oh, she's trying to dig deep, okay? You ready to get, and wasn't she the one who asked somebody else about their credit score? That Camille, sis. But then he hit her with the, you got student debt? She like, yeah, I got a master's. You know I got student debt, but they know, you know, they say they could take that to the grave. He was like, not I have no debt, none whatsoever. And she was like, oh, really? So you just, you know, put yours in savings and bills and stuff like that? He was like, 401k, IRA, all that good stuff. And she instantly got wet, okay? She said she thinks she's ready for love with Cornelius. Y'all, I start cracking up. I said, girl, if the no debt didn't do it, what else will? I'm not mad at her. But the whole time, you know, Cornelius trying to get his little sneak peek at what's going over there with Courtney, because, you know, he got a little thing for Courtney too, okay? And she like, you jealous? You jealous of them? You jealous of them? I said, y'all know what that mean. Camille. Okay, you making it hard for me to like you, sis. The possessiveness gotta stop, okay? Even Cornelius said he gotta look out and pay attention to her and that possessiveness. He don't really know what that's about, and he don't know how strong she can get yet, but he got an eye on it. He got an eye on it, okay? Now, meanwhile, Corey's over there, you know, talking to Courtney. Now, Courtney is up against the wall, and while she's trying to have a little conversation, he done scooted his little stuff all up on her. All up on her. Got the hand on her waist and everything. I said she looked uncomfortable, okay? Look uncomfortable. She was like, so what are you doing? What are you doing? He was like, I'm just trying to, you know, get up close so I can give you my full attention. You feel uncomfortable? She was like, no. Y'all know Courtney a little hot in the pants, so that turned her on. She was like, you got me blushing. I said, y'all know she like that physical touch, okay? You know she like to be up close and personal. him. Okay, so that did it for her. But when they was sitting there talking, you know, he said that he was looking for his forever. He was looking for somebody to ride with and somebody to die with. You know, this is a lifetime commitment. And I was like, oh, it's so cute. Okay, Courtney was really rubbing off on me a little bit in this scene. Okay, and he brought out the flowers that he had went and got went and wrapped up with a bow and everything for her and gave her the flowers. He won me over a little bit, the same way he won over Courtney a little bit. Okay, I was like, maybe it's a method to his little madness as to why he want these dates. But he did say that he been wanting this date with Courtney from the longest, so he wasn't gonna mess up when he got it. Cool. So Mumin and Walter go on this cute little date in like this rose or a flower garden place or whatever the case may be. It was really cute. But what got me was the fact that Walter was really sitting there acting like he knew what the name of these flowers was. Child, he had me believing he knew what it was. So I was like, oh no, I just peeked at the little card or whatever the case may be. I was cracking up because he said that with conviction, child. You couldn't tell him that he didn't know. Okay, but anyway, as they were sitting there, they start talking. Okay, he starts opening up, and you know, them two together they really mesh well. Okay, he starts opening up about his father and how his father was never there. How his father, how he even sent his father a 6-page type letter, and the father sent back a post-it and said, "I'm at your sister's house." Okay, how he just wasn't really trying to be in his life. Okay, and he said that he came to the grips to understand that it's not him. It's on his father, and he moving on with his life. And it's so sad that parents really do that to them. Like, why have these kids and abandon them? Why have these kids and not want to be in their lives? Like, come on. We got to do better. We got to do better, right? So now, Mumin feels like it's time for her to open up, okay? So she's like bringing up the fact that she's not as close with her father, and that may be why she like older men, because she got a little bit of daddy issues going on. But, you know, she's in control of it because she knows what's happening, and she won't let the little girl inside of her win. I said, child, we got to do better. Our father... I applaud all the real fathers out there, because y'all do not know how much of an impact you have on your kids until you meet people who have not had their fathers in their lives. So I applaud all the men that step up to be fathers. Because every time I watch these shows, it's always someone, don't get me wrong, they have mommy issues, but 9 times out of 10 in our community on the TV, it's a lot of fatherless children. And they always have a lot of hurt and a lot of baggage that they carry with them. So I applaud all the men that stand up for their children and step up into their lives and be a man for them, okay? And show them how a man's supposed to love them, and show them how a man's supposed to treat them, and show them how they supposed to act and treat others as a man, okay? But yeah, y'all, let's move on. Now, when they get ready to leave, y'all, she was like, make sure you call me Zaddy. I was like, Mumin, now girl, you better stop it. He was like, ooh, I like that. I said, exactly, daddy issue, sis. Didn't we just talk about this? Didn't we just talk about this? But anyway, as they get ready to leave, she jumps on his back and he goes down the street. I said, Walter got the strong knees, okay? He got the Megan Thee Stallion knees, child. Okay, he said, don't let this age fool you. Don't let it fool you. So, y'all, Dante and Phil invited Shiloh and Carrie to a workout day, okay? Carrie is already, you know, hitting them with the, I expect to be burning, and I expect to be sore tomorrow, okay? And, y'all, when did Dante start looking like that? Because I was like, ooh, Dante looking real cute up there. Child. And then y'all told me that Dante the one with the 3 kids and the 3 baby mamas, and I said, oh, it makes sense. It makes sense, okay? It's soft on the eyes, soft on the eyes. But anyway, they doing their little workout and they having a good time or whatever. And so Phil decides that he wants to take Shiloh to the other room because he wants, you know, have his little alone time while he want to talk to her, get to know her, whatever the case may be. So when Phil takes Shiloh out, Dante and Carrie finally get a little chance to talk, okay? So she's telling him that he was asking her about her connections, and she was like, yeah, I made some, but I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to connect with you. And he was like, well, I'm here. I said, you're not really there. You're not really there, okay? She said that she could tell that he not really feeling her like that, but she just going, you know, see what's happening anyway, okay? So then she asked him, did he have any connections? And he was like, yeah, I had some connections. She was like, so what you like? So what you want? You want me? I said, thirsty. Thirsty. Didn't you just say you not thirsty? You not this. You not that. But since you out here just throwing it out. Just throwing it out. Let that man come to you, which is why y'all couldn't have a conversation that flowed, because you was trying to gain his interest instead of letting him take the lead to want to get to know you. If you could tell that man was not feeling you, sis, then why was you scooting all up on him trying to get as close as possible? See, you don't know how to read the room. Carrie, read the room, child. Read the room. Meanwhile, Phil and Shallow over there having a wonderful, wonderful date, okay? Talking to each other. When I tell you, I looked at Phil, I said, it's something about a man when he listening that just looks so attractive, okay? Because he was sitting there, he looked like he was really listening to her, and he was understanding her, okay? And she was like, I like to hear when someone tells me I'm beautiful. And he was like, you beautiful. I said, child. She starts showing him what discreet affection is, okay? How you just walk by and you graze the arm. And he was like, ooh, girl, you could do that anytime. You know, they got a real little sensual, sexual chemistry going on. But it was cute to watch, okay? I enjoyed their little scene and their little date, okay? And Shallow said that she wants to spoil her man. And she wants her man to spoil her. And she wants to fill up his cup. And she wants him to fill up her cup so that they overflowing together. I said, whoo, child. That was hot. Y'all, you could definitely tell she do some intimacy coaching, child, because I feel like, whoo, I was like, ooh, that was a nice way to just put it all together. Let the cup overflow, run over together, okay? But anyway, y'all, I'll say after this day, he definitely checking for her. He definitely checking for her. She skyrocketed up. So I'm like, so then what's going on with Aisha, Phil? Because we still ain't get the tea on what's going on with Aisha. But okay, let's move on. So now Nahum and Zendaya, they go out and they making cocktails or whatever. So Nahum and Zendaya go out and they making their cocktails and they making love and chocolate city cocktail or whatever the case may be. And then Tessa and Frank are out, okay, and they making cocktails and he shaking it up, shaking it up, shaking it up. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing, okay? Frank got a little shake on him. Okay, he was shaking. I was like, ooh, okay, how you do that? Y'all, I was here for the cocktails and everything, okay? Now when Zendaya and Nahum start talking, they start, really trying to get to know each other. They asked him what his friends say about him. Like, they would talk about him, what would they say about him? And he was like, like that, I'm a protector, I'm a good person, and this, that, and the other. So she was like, yeah, my friends would say I'm spoil you because I spoil you myself and I get whatever I want. And he was like, yeah. So she was like, do you spoil your women? And he was like, absolutely, with love and affection. She was like, whoa, hold up now. It's a lot more than love and affection. I said, girl. Love and affection is the beginning, okay? Let me tell you something. It's hard to get the love and affection out here in these streets. Some men can give you a bunch of gifts but won't pay you no attention when y'all in the house. So take your love and affection, okay? And you can get some gifts on the side as well. Now, anyway, when they were sitting there, having this good conversation, he was telling her that he's still interested in other people. He's still going to play this how he's supposed to, get to know more people. But, she do get what she want, right? So you want this, you'll get it. Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. They was cute. But I felt like he may have not liked her because, she hit him with that little spoil you thing or whatever. But he said it just shows that it's a woman who knows what she wants and he's down for that. So I said, okay, I read the room wrong. That was me reading it all wrong, okay? Now, anyway, Frank is over there trying to get to know Cecilia. Now, when they sitting there talking, y'all, it's like, I felt like Frank, okay? She wasn't really opening up about her. And he was like, I want to know who Cecilia is, like what Cecilia does, who's Cecilia's friends, like what she likes to do for fun. Cecilia wants to talk about how all her accomplishments, okay? With, how many degrees she got, her business and stuff like that. But that's not telling Frank who he should be interested in as a person. And that's what Cecilia's not understanding. She's feeling as though she's very accomplished. She feels as though she's beautiful. She has confidence. She has these degrees that should carry her. But people want to know who is Cecilia. You got to let them guards down and you got to let people in, sis, or you won't make it another day, okay? So now, y'all, all the men meet back at the gentleman's club. And I was like, those days went by fast, just like this review going, okay? So anyway, y'all, they meet back at the gentleman's lounge. And we're going to start with Corey, of course, okay? I said, Sure, we're going to start with Corey, okay? Corey says that he's really feeling Mumin, but he finally got his date with Courtney. And when he knew he was going to get that date, he went out and got them flowers. Okay, he wrapped them up. He put the bow on them. He put the little note. He was coming prepared, okay? Because he really wanted to show her. Whole time Cornelius sitting there looking like, He did that on purpose so he could get Courtney and had me over there in the corner with Camille. Okay. Well played, Corey. Well played. All right, so then Tyrone says that Shallow and Sabrina, okay, Shallow just snuck up on him because, you know, they was on the phone the other night. They've been talking late night. They've been having these long, deep conversations. Y'all know what happened when y'all had them long, deep conversations and those long, deep conversations at night, child, okay? You start catching feelings and emotions you ain't even know was there, okay? So then Phil says that he was, but you could tell Phil was kind of feeling some type of way because he was like, Shallow, like, that's supposed to be my girl. I mean, he's just like, you never think about other people building different connections, okay? So he was feeling some type of way. And, you know, he got that, you know, someone else was interested in his Shallow. But low-key, that's good for you because that means that she get to stay. She get to stay, okay? Now, Cornelius says that Camille and Courtney are his girls. Those been his, you know, his girls, okay? So that's who he checking for, okay? Walter says Mumin. And, you know, they went out on a date and they stopped to smell the roses, but she smelled better than all the roses that was there. Now, Nahum is like Zendaya and him. When they went on a date, they definitely had a connection. They clicked. It was really cool. So Tommy like, all right, so then who y'all not feeling or whatever? Like, so what's going on? So Frank says that he's not feeling Tessa. Nahum sneaks in there like, yeah, I'm not really feeling her either. It's like I can't really get to know her. Tyrone says Kiri, but we know Tyrone ain't really feeling Kiri, y'all. That ain't no surprise, okay? So then Cornelius says that Sabrina no one cares, so therefore he not feeling her. Like, why waste my time? Okay. So now we got, you know, it sounded like we've picked out two girls. Basically, it comes down to Tasia and Carrie. And I knew that was what was going to happen, okay? But I can tell y'all who was going home just by how they introduced it, okay? Because Cornelius was like, I'm going to have a date with Tasia so I can, you know, sit down and talk to her and really get to know her and blah, 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 blah. And then when Nahum said, he said, I'm going to sit down with Carrie and, you know, tell her what me and the guys were talking about, you know, and how she doing so far and, you know, this quest for love. And I was like, she going home. She going home. But when Cornelius was talking to Tasia and he basically started, you know, dwelling into that, you know, the whole little, the guys and I were talking, blah, blah, blah. She was like, go ahead, just tell me. It's okay, just tell me. And he was like, well, actually, we decided that you still are ready to love. She doesn't understand and she doesn't see that she has her guards up. And I really need someone to explain to her what they are trying to get across because I feel like she needs clarity. Someone needs to say, you are career driven and focused in this relationship, in this quest for love. And you need to be more focused on the inner you and what you like and what you're looking for and what you like to do for fun. And what what romances you, not so much focused on your accomplishments. Somebody need to really like break it down to her so she can understand what they mean by let them walls down. Now, when Nahum tells Carrie that she's not ready to love, he knows that her king, her love, her man is out there, but he's just not here on this show ready to love. She took it with grace. You know, she bowed out gracefully. And I kind of, you know, felt a little sad for her. But at the end of the day, I think that she would not have survived in this anyway because it was like she was coming on really, really strong. And for men who like to chase, they don't like to be chased. Just saying. But anyway, y'all, that was Ready to Love. They adding in more people next week, y'all. I'm just now starting to remember the people names we got. And the people that they adding in is not even new old people from the past seasons. These is real new people. Child, they playing with me. But anyway, don't forget to leave your comments down below, like this video, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys back next week for another Ready to Love review. Peace.